And from 500 meters to now committing to run a full marathon, what it changed?
My dad, who was diagnosed with cancer during that time.
Welcome, Karan. Thank you for coming to our show.
Thanks, Pallavi. Thank you for asking me to come here, and it was kind enough of you to call me here. Thank you.
So, can you please tell us a bit about your work and what kind of work do you do, and how many hours do you spend in office, and more importantly, how many hours do you spend in commuting?
See, basically, I'm working with DCB Bank in the corporate banking division. I'm a credit analyst there.
Sure.
So it's a quite hectic job. So it demands me around 10 to 12 hours a day over there, plus the commuting. And being in Mumbai, so traveling for 2-3 hours is natural.
Yeah.
So I leave at around 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm back by 9:30, sometimes 10. So that is how the work schedule has been.
So how do you balance the long work hours with your commitment towards your workout, and what is the workout that you are most focused on? If you could just tell about that. Are you a gym rat, or are you a runner, or what kind of workouts do you focus on?
Yeah, basically, see, I cannot work in a closed room, so
Sure.
I need an open space. So I usually in the mornings, I'm out. Out into the open. So that is what I like. I do running, and once in a while I go for treks and all. So this is what I do. But majorly I'm into running.
So open spaces and running inspires you, right?
Absolutely.
So you were mentioning earlier that you are also a marathon runner.
Yeah, I've done quite a bit of half marathons and 10Ks. Yeah, and now this TMM, the Tata Marathon, which is upcoming event on 21st of Jan. So I'll be doing my full marathon that time.
So that will be your first marathon.
That will be my first full marathon.
Wow.
Half marathons I've done quite a few.
Wow, that is so inspiring.
Plus I've done one hill 35 kilometers. It's already been done in Lonavala.
And all of this journey is, how long have you been making? Have you been doing this?
See, I used to run from past many years, but it was not mindful running. What I used to, like a normal person, I used to just go into the jogging park, just run some kilometers and come back without applying my mind to it. But the journey started during the COVID times. That is the time it actually changed me, because and usually what I saw during the COVID time, people started to gain weight, but I lost weight. For me it was the other way around. I started losing weight because my junk food was ready, because the restaurants were shut. There was no delivery, and so I used to eat my normal food. So that is the time when I thought that it's helping me now. I used to feel more energetic, more lively. Yeah. So from there on, the journey started.
Towards long distance.
Toward the long distance running, towards the healthy eating, and that is how before that, right from the kid, I was an overweight guy. In my 20s also, if you tell me to run a 500 meters, it was not possible for me. I was such a lethargic person to do that.
And from 500 meters to now committing to run a full marathon, what it changed. And all of that has happened in the last 18 months or so.
Yeah, 18 months, 2 years down the line. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that is so inspiring. And so COVID was a time when you started looking at your health more seriously, right?
Yeah, basically not COVID. Before that, the trigger point was my dad, who was diagnosed with cancer during that time. So, and then post that, I have a daughter with me. So because when my dad was diagnosed with cancer, I was just 31 that time. So my life went up and down.
I can only imagine.
So now since I'm a father now, I have a daughter. So that is the time when I started to figure out, health is paramount. Because if you don't have your health, your family is, disrupted, and how much ever money you have. But if the health is not supporting you, that money is useless to you.
Absolutely.
So that was a trigger point, and
so did you resort to taking any kind of expensive diet plans or fads, or did you take any kind of supplements or anything of that sort?
No, basically nothing as such. I believe into simple food diet. You don't need so many complex things to do, because your body is very simple.
Sure.
Everyone has to understand what their body demands. and I don't take any supplements. The only thing what I have changed is I've cut down my carbs. Okay, I've cut down my sugar. I've cut down the refined flour. Cut down means refined flour is absolute zero. Okay, that is the changes which I have done. Protein intake I have increased. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is what is helping me, and it has, and with the running, with the diet into consideration, so it has helped me to lose weight, to feel much more lively. I'm energetic throughout the day. So that is how it is helping me.
Yeah. So from you managed to lose a lot of weight, right?
Yeah.
A complete transformation.
Yeah, if you see my old pics, you will understand that how
Yes.
fat I was, and I was fat since kid. So now I'm still okayish, but I'm not that. But
No, it's a transformation
Yeah.
because I saw I saw your journey. So the question is that everybody grapples with is that how do I stay true to my goal, the commitment that I have done. So how do you stay true to your goal that I have to show up every day for a long distance for the running training that I have to do. I have to get up every morning and do it. How do you do that?
See, everybody gets some kind of a high by doing something or the other.
Yeah.
Right? So some people go for partying, some people drink to get their highs. For me, this is the high. Because when I go out into the morning, so when I'm running, I hit my dopamine levels, I hit my
Correct.
your endorphins and all these things. So when I reach office, I'm already very much happy with
Wow.
with myself, because I've already done one thing which I really love to do,
Yeah.
and then I can then the entire day I can completely focus on my work. So that is how it is helping me out. I can focus much more clearly. The brain fog is not there. The decision making is
Correct.
well. So that is how it is helping me out.
And how do you think that your workouts and this commitment to a healthier lifestyle has made you better as a professional, as a parent? What kind of impact has it had in your life beyond that of the physical aspect, that is?
See, basically, now why I do this? Okay, this is basically I want to set an example to my daughter. Okay, because it is how you behave, your child is going to behave. So and considering the food that we eat today, so that is what the wrong examples I don't want to set to my daughter. So that is the biggest motivation for me to go and run every day. And secondly, when I do that, and when I reach to the office, as I was telling you, it helps me to my productivity level, my energy levels, my focus, my decision making. All this is correlated to your pattern, your healthy lifestyle.
Correct.
So when I see myself two or 3 years down the line, like previous 2-3 years back, how I was, it was I'm completely a different person altogether right
Really?
now. Even in my office,
It's made you calmer.
Yeah, it has made me calmer. I'm more patient.
Yeah.
My decision making has improved. So this is how it is helping me out.
Wow.
And plus, if I can motivate few other people, nothing like it.
You've motivated me, that's for sure. And what kind of advice do you think you would give to anybody who would want to start on a fitness journey, or make that commitment and stay on that path? What kind of advice would you like to give?
This journey is not a single 1 year journey, 2 years journey. Okay, this committing yourself to health is a journey. It's a long journey of 40 years, 50 years, 60 years down the line. That is, I always see from the longer lenses.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, the motivation is not going to work in this. Okay, the first thing, you see these days, it's all Instagram and all. You see a lot of good pictures, health influencers and all. So you'll go and run 1 day,
Correct.
2 days, 3 days, 10 days.
Yeah.
But after that, your motivation level drops and you'll again be a couch potato.
Correct.
So motivation doesn't help in this.
Motivation doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help in this. You have to be disciplined.
Yeah.
motivation will just add you.
Because discipline is the highest form of self-love.
Yeah, it is the highest form of self-love. Basically, discipline is the one which will help you to run longer over the years. It is not your chronological number and a biological number doesn't correlate.
I couldn't agree more.
So
Yes.
so that is what you have to do it for yourself. That is why you have to
Make that
commitment to yourself. And plus, it's always good, if you are energetic throughout the day, you can play with your daughter or your child.
No matter what time you come back home.
No matter
right?
what time, I'm the one, she's the one who gets tired earlier than me. So
it'll be a next thrill when she's 20 and you can probably outrun her.
Yeah, absolutely. That is what I want to do.
Yay, that's the spirit. That's the spirit.
So it's a long game to play, and it is always helpful to you.
Sure.
To you, to your family. You have to prioritize your things right.
Absolutely.
Health is paramount for me. Health is paramount, then comes the family, then comes the work. Because see, in India especially, you won't get work-life balance at all. So you have to take out the time, and it is, for me, my formula is very simple. It is just 5 hours a week. So which goes 250 hours a year. That's it. Basically, if you do this, if you 5 hours...
Just commit 5 hours.
5 hours a week.
To yourself.
Okay,
yes.
so 5 hours into 52 comes to 260, but still I'm giving a 10 hours ka vacation time.
Yeah.
Because in a year you are on vacation, so you tend to lose out. But I was on vacation last time, but I still ran there in the morning.
Yes.
So it is basically a simple formula: 5 hours, and you will be fine. You will be in best of your health.
That's a very good advice to give out to anybody, that just give yourself 5 hours in a week, and just make that commitment to yourself.
And if you want to do the maths of it, it is just 3% of your time of the entire week. So I don't think anyone is so busy that they cannot give 3% of their time.
I think that's a wonderful advice. And that brings me to my next question, is that what kind of myths do you think that people are surrounded with, and people are with, that that they cannot commit to starting their journey?
See, there are a lot of myths going around. I mean, whatever I've heard. If you run longer, your knee will start paining.
Correct.
That is not the case. That is absolutely. It is basically your weight, which is basically your sedentary lifestyle.
Which will.
That is causing you more trouble than running around. Or if you run on a road, it is not helpful for your legs, your lower limbs. Nothing as of your body. See, we have legs. God has made us to move around, so you have to move around.
Yeah.
If otherwise you should have been a tree, standing at one.
I couldn't agree more. Yes.
So it's as simple as that, and our body is such a beautifully designed thing that
machine. Yeah.
You can become as lazy as you want, and you can become as active as you can. So your body adapts to everything.
Yes.
So
it is just mind over matter.
Correct. More than this, and plus on the eating things also, I would like to elaborate. There are a lot of myths with the people, eating salt. If you are hypersensitive, you have a hypertension, okay, don't eat salt.
Yeah.
I think no, it is wrong.
Yeah.
It is not the salt which is causing a problem, it is the sugar which is causing a problem. If you eat sugar, your insulin level increases, then your body retains the salt.
Insulin resistance happens, yes.
And then the body retains the salt, and then your BP increases.
Correct.
So it is not the salt, it is the sugar which you have to curtail to.
Correct.
Okay, then there is one more myth: good cholesterol, bad cholesterols. This is absolutely a myth. There is no good cholesterol, there is no bad cholesterol. LDL, HDL doesn't matter. Even if your LDL, HDL count is 200, you are not going to get a cardiovascular disease.
Yeah.
It is basically
It is never that simple.
It is not that simple. What actually you have to see is the triglycerides,
correct,
the ABOP number, the LAP number.
Absolutely.
These are the factors which you have to see, in which, this is what you have to understand your body well.
You have to be your own doctor.
You have to be your own doctor to it. You have to love your biological being.
Yeah.
And understand it properly, because there is no, in fitness or in health, there is no fixed formula. Okay, if something works for me, it may not work for you. So you have to be your own doctor. You have to understand
and
what
how
works,
your body is functioning.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest myth is also about the fact that we need to have minimum 5 meals a day, right?
It's an absurd thing to do it.
Yeah, we were discussing that earlier.
Yeah, we were discussing that. It's an absurd thing. Today, the lifestyle, it was during the time when we were agriculture community. People were into agriculture. There was a lot of physical activity. That is the time when you needed so much of food.
Correct.
Now the food requirement is not much. 2 meals a day suffice you.
Yeah.
Fasting actually helps you.
Yeah.
It is scientifically proven that on your empty stomach, your mind works much better than on the stomach full.
On a full stomach, yes.
Yeah.
And are you hard on yourself when on days, on maybe a week that you can't show up for maybe because you were putting in long hours at work and just getting up early wasn't possible, or maybe there was some event in the family? So how do you pick yourself back up and put yourself back on the bandwagon to get onto that fitness journey?
See, I'm not that hard on myself, okay? Because when you need to understand, your body also requires rest. Rest is also
paramount.
It is also important to you, because it is not just exercise that is going to help you. It is the recovery actually happens when you sleep.
Correct.
So everyone should ensure that we have 6 to 7 hours at least. Every day we sleep that way, because that is how your body recovers.
Correct.
Right now we are a very sleep deprived country. The lifestyle have changed.
Correct.
So that is why the next day when you get up, you're not energetic. The sleep is important to you. And when you have a longer hours in your office, absolutely fine. Don't go tomorrow. See, as I told you, it's just 5 hours. Saturdays and Sundays are yours. That is the time when you can pick up.
Yeah.
So during the weekday, even if 2 days a week you go for 1 hour or so, 2 hours a year, then Saturday, Sunday, 3 hours you can do it. Done. You're absolutely done.
So it's not really that strenuous,
No.
that people think that already I'm putting in so many long hours at work. I have to also work at home, and then you're asking me to also put in extra strenuous time to do exercise also. It is actually all just a myth. I mean, if you were to put it all properly and in a structured manner, it is an achievable goal.
It is absolutely an achievable goal, and in fact, I would like you to try this out. You're stressed out, just go for a walk, go for a run.
Yeah.
And after half an hour when you come back, all the stress will go away.
Yeah.
It is that easy.
It is.
So it's just a myth. You see, that is what I say, the discipline matters. If you want to do, you will find a reason to do it.
Yeah.
You will ensure that you take out that much of time, and you allot that much of time, you go for it. Otherwise, it will just be a reason. Okay. You'll find excuses of not going, because that is how your mind plays with you.
Absolutely. So, on the last note, what kind of message do you think you want to give to your daughter when she's 20 years old?
I would
as a dad, if you're speaking to your daughter who's 20, what kind of a message do you think you want to give to her?
Yeah, it is not only about my daughter, but it will be to everyone. Everyone, it will be like, understand your physiology. Okay, I'm a very much disciplined and a data-driven guy. Okay,
because you're from finance.
So understand your physiology, understand your health, understand what your body requires, because don't go with the set formula. Read a lot about it, do the data science, then ask questions, then go and speak to the like-minded people. That is how everything works, and everything will be channelized for you.
Wow. That's a really good advice. And on that note, I would really like to thank you for being a part of our show. If you liked our conversation, then stay tuned for more such content. Thank you.